Okay, so we've done we've worked out the prices. Now this is the quote sheet, and it's underneath all the pricing calculators. Usually, I mean, we can type in the customer's name here, but usually on a job sheet it will copy over already, so it'll all be in there. There's quite a big space to write whatever you want, or what I tend to do is just import pictures, so insert pictures in here to jazz it up a bit. If I've seen the customer or they've emailed me some pictures. And then these, again, anything can be edited, just clicking it over, type it, but basically this copies over like for the polishing costs and the upholstery costs in there, so you could just leave it that if you want, but you know, obviously a quote this sort of size, you'd want to embellish it a bit, make it a bit more easier for the end customer to read. But yeah, that adds it all in there. There is a separate formula in here, so if you want to adjust this separately, manually edit it here, you can do, or you can go back to here and edit it, whatever's easiest. It'd probably be easier at this point just to edit it here. So if you look at it and you think, oh, actually that's a bit high, I want to give a bigger discount, you can actually manually add a discount in here. So if you want to add in another 20% there. Wait a minute, doesn't work, does it? No, sorry, you can't do that. You actually have to type the discount in here. So yeah, you just type it in there. That's for a different section, so ignore what I just said there. So yeah, that's all in there, and again you can edit it. So you got that ready, and then just it should have the print settings all set in. So if you just do Control P, it now should have a nice for a PDF. It has a nice formatted thing in there. Obviously you could put a job number in there and stuff, but that should be all in there if it's from the IJS, and then you can just email that over or print it off and post it. It should all be postable. And then finally, if you want to check the costs, we've got called a P&L bonus indicator, but I might change that. P&L checker, call that. So it defaults with the quote value there, and then we need just to add in that, and it gives us a profit here. Now obviously it does all the things that are blued out are things that automatically takes into consideration stuff like fixed expenditure and stuff like that, but we need to start adding in here. So it's already got subcontract costs in there, which I forgot to delete from last time, so I'm going to say that's 5,000, and then automatically we're over the limit, so that's obviously wrong, so let's put that 3,000. So yeah, or you could put that down to 1,000, and then say there's 10 hours work for Joey, me, and 10 hours work for Yanis here. And this is the thing, you really want to be above 5%. Obviously if we start getting into minusing, then it's going to be minus bonusing and all the rest of it. So it's just a good way of checking it. Obviously it's not going to be 100% because we won't know the final figures, but you can have a good guess, especially if it's a smaller job. Say if it's £1,000 job, you can predict that it's going to be cost, we've got to buy 5 meters of fabric or whatever. It's going to take Chaz 2 days, so you could say Chaz 2 days here, 2 days, so 16 hours. You can plug in what you know, and then more or less it will be quite accurate. It certainly will be accurate to the nearest, few percent. So you'll know if you're getting into minus figures, then you've way under quoted it. And if it's like well into positive, like if it's at 15% or whatever, then that's, if the customer's going to wear that, that's fine. But the likelihood is if it's like 15-20% profit, given that we're taking a lot of expenditure out, fixed expenditure, then probably the likelihood of the customer accepting it is pretty low because we've probably overpriced it. So we want to be looking at sort of between 5 and 10%. 5% is fine. That's normal. 10% is good, but I'd say more than that, and the chance of the customers accepting it is pretty low. So yeah, that's it really. There are some few. Oh yeah, one more thing. Obviously, I've put some templates in here, which I've expanded out here, which I'll probably minimize actually, to get rid of it. But and I'll probably type, oh there we go. So it's got here, if you want, let's put that on there, make it, if you want, just to make it easier, if you want the text to copy across for polishing, say if it's a polishing or leather or something, and you can't be bothered to write it all out, or you don't know what to say, or not used to doing quotes, then I've put the template text in there, which might be handy or might be annoying, but it's there if people want to use it. So it will usually be like this. So there's no text at the minute. Say it's a floor sanding job, you can open this up here and you'll see the floor sanding text here, and then you can copy across to there, and then maybe put another couple of pictures in there, something like that, and it just makes it easier, and you don't have to type it all out again. So yeah, and same with leather and upholstery and stuff like that. So on one page, say you've got pretty comprehensive pricing with flexibility to add whatever you want, and then same with the templates. You can either use the complete templates if you just want a basic quote, like say if it's like an internet quote where you haven't been out and you just want to fire off a quick quote to give them an idea. This will be quite handy for that, just to quickly work out the prices and put a template. Obviously if you've been out and you think it's going to be a really good job and you want it to be a bit more descriptive and a bit more personalized for the people, we've maybe discussed some different options, then you can just edit it however well you want and send it that way. There's also the option for just a normal estimate blank, where you can write whatever you want. You haven't got any of the pricing thing in there. You've got the checker, but you don't have the pricing. So I've now got two tabs in there. So this is the complex one, and this is just the basic one. So you've got either options. So yeah, cool.